I wonder if this will run on Quest. Let's find out. Hey, welcome back. In this video, I'll show you how to build applications for the Meta Horizon operating system, the one that powers Meta headsets like the Meta Quest. In case you didn't know, Expo Go is now available in the Meta Horizon store, which means it's now possible to test and develop Expo applications in these headsets. So in this video, I'll walk you step by step on everything you need to know to build your first Quest application so that you can start reutilizing your React Native skills to build new experiences. All right, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so the first thing that you need to do to start developing on the MetaQuest is going to be download Expo Go. So as you can see, it's already here. But if you go to the Meta Horizon store, you can simply search for Expo Go. So let's say Expo. It's not that hard to type here, especially if you're using the control, which is really cool. Should be the first result. Here it is. Then you can install it from here. I can just start it right away. This is how it looks. So yeah, let's go ahead and close this. Now, when I'm using the MetaQuest, something that I really like is that you can pair this with your computer. So if you enable remote desktop, I can connect my computer. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to select my MacBook. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and create a new project. I'm gonna navigate to my apps folder, and then let's run bonx create expo app. I'll call it my Quest app and hit enter. All right, now let's cd into the app. Okay, so once inside the folder, I'm going to run npx expo start to start the server. This is using Expo Go. Now, I'm going to scan this QR code with the headset. So to do that, we can simply go to the applications. Let's exit full screen. I'm going to open Expo Go. From here, we can select scan QR code and then point my face to this QR code. Okay, that was quick. Now I'm going to close this. And my application is here. So from here, I can bring it to me. All right, so from here, of course, you can just keep developing your application. Let's go to the index file. And in here, let's just, to see a quick change, we can, well, maybe I can open this in a new tab. And let's just change the title. Welcome to Quest. And hit save. And let's see. Woo! There we go. Our first Quest application already running on Quest. That was super easy. Okay, so getting started was super quick with Expo Go. But as you start developing more complex applications with MetaQuest, you're gonna need to be aware of some of the best resources out there. So let's dive into those. First of all, I would highly encourage you to check out the MetaQuest Developer Hub, because this software allows you to connect your MetaQuest to your computer and view everything. Files, videos, even you can cast whatever the headset is seeing and view it in the computer. Let me show you. You can go to this page. I'm gonna leave it in the description, and then you can open it. It's called MetaQuest Developer Hub. This is how it looks. Very nice. So from here, you need to connect to your device. The first time that you do this is actually a bit painful because you need to enable developer mode. And don't worry, I got you. There's actually a pretty cool guide here about how to set up your device. First of all, you need to join a team. Basically, you just need to follow these steps. I'm gonna leave it in the description. They also have nice videos, so there's no point of me doing it again. You just need to enable developer mode in the MetaQuest application. So you can just go to the MetaQuest, select your MetaQuest in the app, headset settings, developer mode, and enable it. Now, once you connect your device to the computer, you need to enable debugging. It's very similar when you connect an Android device. You can just enable debugging mode and accept those changes. Also enable use camera so that you can scan the QR code. Once you enable developer mode and provide permissions, you can just go to the device manager and you're gonna see your request. And just to show you how this works, let's go ahead and enable cast. So this is going to start connecting with my device. And now you can see me there. How cool is that? So this is what the device is seeing. Pretty cool. Something very handy is that if you're taking videos from the MetaQuest like me, you can access the files here. So this is pretty cool as well. You can just drag them to your Finder and that's it. Another great resource that I'm going to leave down here is this awesome guide by Jan. He works at Colstack and he created this amazing guide on how to get started with Expo on MetaQuest. So if you get stuck, come here and check out this amazing blog post. He added screenshots, step-by-step videos, everything you need to know is here. I also have another resource that I want to recommend, and I'm going to leave it down here as well. This is an amazing post by Jakub. He works at Software Mention, and he created an amazing post on how to create a development build, right? Because right now we're using Expo Go, but it's actually possible to use a development build, which takes me to the Expo Horizon Core. This is a fork of some of the Expo packages, but with added support and specific permissions for Meta Horizon devices. So it includes Expo Horizon Core, which is a common library to prepare your application for the Quest device. This core package is being actively developed, and at the moment it comes with 3 packages: Horizon's Core, and then Location and Notifications. This is really cool because this means that you can use Expo Notifications and Expo Location to add features to your Quest application. So let's go ahead and add Expo Horizon Core to our new project. All right, so here I have my Quest app. Let's open a terminal and let's run bun install Expo Horizon Core and hit enter. All right, now just double check the package JSON. Okay, now we have this Expo Horizon Core. You also need to have your Android development environment configured. So if you've been developing applications for Android, you should be good. But if this is your first time, you're gonna need to go through this setup, like installing Android Studio, emulators, and stuff like that. You also need a MetaQuest developer account for publishing your application. We are not going to cover that in this video, but once you have your application ready, you can go to the documentation that I'm gonna leave down here for instructions on how to submit your application to the store. All right, so Expo Horizon Core needs a plugin. So let's go to the app.json, and in here I'm going to add the plugin, hit save. I'm using right now MetaQuest 3. You can select here the supported devices. The Horizon app ID, you can get it in the following link, developers.meta.com/Horizon. And then you can create a new app. Once you have created your team, let's create a new app. I'm going to call this one MetaQuest Video or the Meta Horizon Store. Let's hit create. Once you've created your application, on the left you can find development and then API. If you scroll down, you'll find your app ID. So let's copy this value and replace it here. There we go. After this, we're ready to start pre-building and using the methods that come with Expo Horizon Core. Before I pre-build my app, I'm going to add some extra scripts in my package JSON. After Android, I'm going to add Quest, Android release, and then Quest release. These are optional, of course, but it's handy to just run bun Quest. And this is going to run Expo run Android with the variant Quest debug. This is for debugging. And once you're ready to build your application for production, you can run Quest release and then submit it. Okay, so let's hit save. Now let's pre-build the project. npx expo pre-build platform Android. Hit enter. As you notice, we have these blocked 117 prohibited permissions in Horizon Manifest. So that's why you need to install Expo Horizon Core, because if you try to submit your Quest application with these permissions, basically it's going to get rejected. You can learn more in the developer documentation about some of the permissions that you can use with Quest. All right, so I think we're ready to run the application. Let's open the terminal and I'm gonna say bun, run, and then Quest, hit enter. This is going to use the script that we just added. and it's going to start creating the build and install it on the MetaQuest. So let's check it out. Okay, there we go. Here we have our new MetaQuest app. And now at this point, this is a development build. It's bundled, and now I can see it. Awesome, this is super cool. Look at these, guys. Let's go to the Explore tab. Looks pretty cool. Let's go full screen. Awesome. Let's minimize it. Now this is, this has the right size of this application, which looks really nice. Users always can, resize it. This is how it looks. And looks really nice to me. Let's make it smaller. I think this looks very cool. So at this point, we're ready to start using the Meta Horizon Core package, and we can take a look at the example here. So let's start by importing this. Maybe I can just copy the entire code block here. Then we can start using stuff like Expo Horizon device. So for example, in here, yes, there we go. So let's hit save. You are on a Horizon device. How cool is that? We can put stuff in the console. We also have is Horizon build. So if I bring the terminal, you can see that is true, and we get the value of the app ID. How cool is that? From the terminal, you can also press R to refresh the app. And this is going to take a moment, but after a moment, there we go. So everything looks awesome. Great. And the next thing that I want to do is show you the example from the Expo Horizons example Git repo. So by the way, you can actually press Shift A, and this is going to ask you which device you want to run this application. So in this case, I'm going to select the Quest tree, hit enter. This is going to bring it here because I had it installed already. This is a development build. This is the example project that the team created for us. And from here, you can start using it. You can learn more about Horizon Core, all the things that you can access from the Horizon Core package. You can also use location, like enabling permissions for location, and something pretty cool is that you can also use notifications. So I already requested permissions, I think, and then we can send a notification. This actually takes sometimes a while in appearing, but there we go. This is a notification on Horizon. So how cool is that? You can now use notifications in the MetaQuest and implement them in your application. And that's it for this video, guys. It's super fun to play around with the MetaQuest, and I'm very excited to see what you're going to be building on it. It's also mind-blowing that you already have the skill of React Native, and you can now transfer that to the MetaQuest. That's it for this video. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. Check out the description for more resources, and I'll see you in the next one.